So we've been sitting on something pretty big here at Put a Cup in It, and we're really excited to let our community be the first in on the secret. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, this is Put a Cup in It with Amanda
and Kim. Our channel is all about menstrual cups. If you haven't noticed by the name, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, and also you can follow us on all of our other social networks. We would love that.
Before we make our big announcement, we want to share a little backstory. As you may know, we offer a lot of menstrual cup resources to help people pick the right cup for them. One of which is our menstrual cup quiz, which has become pretty popular. As of the time of this filming, the quiz has been taken about 1.5 million times, and that is a lot of quiz takes and a really good sampling from both the quiz and the feedback on the quiz to get a really good idea of what people need from a cup and also what they want. One of the things that we were noticing as we looked at that data was that our top result was kind of hard to find. It wasn't available in the United States. Initially, we tried to reach out to the brands that were available overseas to see if there might be some way to get them distributed in the United States for easier access. Not through us, but through some connections we had just to try to get it available to people. Eventually, we realized that just wasn't going to happen and we had to find another plan. So we had an idea and we reached out to a brand who we thought could help us.
Just to be clear, we are not getting into the cup making game. That is the last thing we want to do, actually. We really love being advocates, and we love matching people with the right cup for them, which means we would never make our own Put a Cup in It branded cup.
And we have so much respect for the brands in this space who continue to innovate and listen to customer feedback and create products that really work and pretty much make it possible for every person to find a cup that will work for them.
So instead of making our own cup, we actually pitched our idea for what we thought would be the perfect cup, and a cup that would fill a need we saw in the market, to a brand that we had a really great relationship with, and that company happened to be Saalt.
Introducing the Saalt Soft.
And it comes in this beautiful gray, which is why we had this in grayscale, so that you can see it is actually so totally gray. You get a cup and you pinch it to remove it. And inside you're gonna find really fun goodies like our Put a Cup in It sticker, which is awesome. We want you to stick these in bathrooms so you can tell people about the cup, because you now own a cup. You want to tell everyone about it and evangelize. That was something we really wanted to do with Saalt, is include one of our stickers. You also get a really beautiful bag. The Saalt team did such a good job designing this. And you'll get instructions and all the information you need on using it. You can join the Saalt group, or you can join the Put a Cup in It group if you need help. Put a Cup in It. The Saalt Soft was designed in collaboration with the cup experts at Put a Cup in It. And that is us.
So now that we've got the exciting news out of the way, we'd love to share with you some of the backstory.
When we pitched Saalt back in September in 2018, they were immediately excited by the idea. Once we got that feedback and they said, yes, we're totally going to do this with you, they sent us some test firmnesses for us to try out, and we knew exactly the firmness that we wanted, because we know what works best in that category and based on some of the other softer cups that we really like. I should say softer, but not too soft, because there's definitely a difference. We like soft average, and that's where this one falls into the soft average. Through these last few months, we have been working with the Saalt team on getting this all together and going back and forth, starting with the name, because we had to think of something fun and we didn't want it to be confusing, or didn't want it to not be clear what the differences were. So early on, one of the contenders was Saalt Silk. That just didn't quite have a good ring to it. And Saalt Soft is the winner, but it is hard to say in regular conversation if you do not concentrate. Saalt Soft. Saalt Soft.
Say that 5 times fast. Saalt Soft, Saalt Soft, 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 Soft. Saalt Soft, Salt, Soft. I can't do that. I thought that would be a lot easier.
Soft salt. Soft salt. Soft salt. Soft salt. Soft salt. Salt soft. Salt soft.
The Saalt Soft comes in the same great sizes and shape as the original Saalt cup, but with a slightly softer firmness. It's soft enough that it's not going to aggravate people with sensitivities like bladder sensitivities or severe cramping, but it's also going to be firm enough to open a little bit easier than a truly soft cup. When we sat down to talk about colors, somehow both of us just knew that the cup was meant to be gray. We were both thinking it, and when I said it, Kim immediately agreed. We love black cups for stains, but there's a lot of them available, and we really love gray. Combining gray with the Saalt vibe just felt like a perfect match.
I don't even think we entertained the option for other colors. Like, this cup has always been gray, and it came out really beautiful, exactly how we imagined it. I know it's hard to tell in this blue, but it really catches the light, and you can see through it just a little bit, which is exactly what we wanted.
Last but not least, we'd like to talk a little bit about bias and working with brands. As humans, we're bound to have some bias, but one of the beautiful things about the work we do with Put a Cup in It is that we're not bound by our own personal experiences.
The thing we really wanted to convey to you in this announcement is that while now we do have some sort of partnership with a brand that is, and Saalt knows this and knew it from the very beginning, that does not mean Saalt is our favorite cup, nor does it mean that the Saalt Soft is our favorite cup, really. It just means that we know that the Saalt Soft is the cup that's going to work for more people.
Our goal has always been to help people find a cup that will work for them, and we really think that the Saalt Soft is going to help open that up to more people. Of course, it's not one cup fits all, and our quiz and community are still here to help you find the perfect cup for you. On a slightly unrelated but equally amazing note, during this whole process, Saalt got the exciting news that they were going to make it onto the Target shelves, which you may have seen by now. It's a big step for cups. There are several new brands on the shelves physically. It's really exciting.
The Saalt Soft is not on Target shelves now, and it might not be in the future, or it might, but you can find it through Amazon, through the Saalt eShop, through some of their other boutique retailers, and we are just really excited that it is now out there, and as of this video publishing, you can go and buy it and try it for yourself. We love this soft average cup, and we're so excited it's going to be an option now in our quiz.
We will have a review of the Saalt Soft coming up, so stay tuned. If you aren't a subscriber yet, why not? Hit the subscribe button right now and be sure to turn on notifications too. You can also join our community, which is the largest cup group on Facebook. Just search for Put a Cup in It Community or click on the link in our description. We can't wait to see you there.
Saalt Soft! Saalt Soft! The Saalt Soft.
Saalt Soft, Saalt Soft, Saalt Soft.
Fuck this fucking fuck.
Educationers. Shit.
Once you put it in, put a cup in you. Once you put a cup in you.